Hi, I'm your host Satwan, and welcome to this episode of The Payments Show. If you'd prefer to listen to this episode on your podcast app, simply visit thepayments.show in your web browser, and you'll get a list of all the episodes and links to Apple and Spotify. If you would like a PDF transcript of the episode, please visit thepaymentsshow.substack.com, where you'll be able to download it. Thanks, and enjoy the episode. Tachat, welcome to The Payments Show.
Hello, Seth. Thank you for inviting me.
It's great to have you on, especially from a personal perspective. Being a content creator, I'm really excited about this show.
Yeah, actually, always happy to join with to talk with the content creators directly, because that's what are we doing. We're trying to help you. Yeah, now I'm in sunny Cyprus with a more than 35 degree temperature outside. Yeah, but I'm at the office, so with the AC, and I'm okay. I'm good.
Beautiful. Last time I was in Cyprus, I think it was 1999.
Oh, no, it's completely different country now. Yeah,
I went to Ayia Napa.
Yeah, I guess that it will be Ayia Napa, not the Limassol, which I based actually, because it's more business city, let's say. Yeah, okay. A lot of companies are here. Yeah, based here, either here or Nicosia, in the capital of the Cyprus. Yeah, but Ayia Napa is that place for real holiday. Yeah.
I actually would love to see a different part of Cyprus, because that's the only memory I have of it. So that's great.
Yeah, always welcome.
Yeah. Look forward to coming back. So I'm going to give you a quick intro, and we'll get stuck in. So Tachat, you're the founder and CEO of destream.
Yeah.
And destream is a financial platform for content creators, and it aims to revolutionize the way that content creators receive payments. And as I mentioned earlier, very, very personal to me, because I've tried to monetize this podcast with varying degrees of success, and it's quite challenging, because if you look at a pure payment platform such as PayPal, okay, you can send a link, but not everybody's comfortable with that. You can have a website with credit card processing, but it seems a bit weird, I think, to people to just give a donation that way. And then there's other platforms like Buy Me a Coffee and Substack. You can monetize newsletters, and there's bits around the edges for everything, but I think nothing quite nails it. I'm sure you'd agree, as that's why you created the company.
Yeah, exactly. That was when we started it, there was even less platforms and the less payment methods you can use as a content creator to get a payment. Okay, these days they are a bit easier, but in general, let's say everything is the same. Yeah, as you said. I mean, the most weird way is to open a website just to accept donations, with a company and everything. Yeah, so there is still there is no one-stop shop, let's say, for the creators, when they can have different products based on payments and let's say from the fintech side. Yeah, so there's a fintech platform. Yeah, they are for subscriptions. There are platforms like Patreon, etc. Buy Me a Coffee, as you said. PayPal is like combining everything, but with other headache. We know that headache a lot. Yeah, so I think we will discuss later on about that. Yeah, but in general, that was the idea, to combine and make a one platform and help as much as possible creators to have only one solution, let's say, for accepting payment, donations, etc.
Yeah. I want to outline for the audience a couple of the challenges, because most people listening will be running a business. They're looking for a payment system that's better than what they have, but they're selling things. So you will know these, but for the sake of the audience, I'm going to read out a few of the challenges. So you've got the monetization model challenge. To support your favorite creator, there's subscriptions, or there's donations, or one-off purchases, such as for merchandise. There's tipping, and it can be confusing for fans who really want to contribute to their favorite content creator. Then you've got the big tech platforms, and obviously the biggest one of all is YouTube. The challenge with tipping fans or contributing there through their platform is they take a big cut. And then you've got the political side of it as well. They may cancel, conservative views as we've all seen over the past few years. So that has its own set of challenges, which is another discussion in itself. Then you've got regional issues for payment platforms, depending on where in the world you are. There's various people I follow, and occasionally they might make something free on YouTube or whatever. And if you want to see the second part, you have to go onto Patreon to subscribe or something. And sometimes you just want to rent a movie like on iTunes. So these are the kinds of challenges I want to explain to the audience, where on the face of it, it would seem simple. Hey, just set up Stripe or PayPal. It's not quite that simple, right?
Yeah. It's completely not as simple at all, let's say. So it's not just a PayPal. Yeah.
Before I move on to more details, it would be great to hear the sort of founding story and the origin story of your company. What's your history and what led you to create this platform?
Actually, as an idea, it started, let's say, in 2018, 2019. Why? Because you explained the challenges from your side as a creator, but also there are challenges as a donator, let's say. Yes. So when I'm trying, and I mean that time how many years? 4 or 5, almost 6 years ago, when I was trying to donate, let's say, to some creators which are out of my country, for example, it's also challenging. I mean, so I want to make a transaction, then thousands of questions from the banks. Why are you doing that? What are you buying? Send me the invoices, what there was, etc., etc. So then I understand that there is no platform which can combine it in one place. And because I have an experience mostly in banking sector, I mean, I know how the banks are working. I know how the payment systems are working. And even having that knowledge, for me, it was like super hard to make transaction, for example, from Europe to US sometimes, because the transaction was made in a different currency, it also included additional currency exchanges on my side, not only on side of the creator when they receive transaction. Yeah, and then I decided why not to build a platform which will focus on financial part, because almost I can say yet all platforms on the market now are focused on the tools for creators. Yeah, so either it's a platform to publish a content to additional content, or it's additional skins, templates or whatever. But there is no platform which focusing on money. They just use they just connect your PayPal and that's it. So, but yeah, having the stories with PayPal even on our side, when first of all, as you said, a huge cut, that's one thing. Another thing, that the policy of PayPal, that after transaction in 300 or 500 days without any question, payer can just get a refund without any explanation, and also understanding that no one, from the creators world, the influencers, they're not professional, they don't know how to react when the refund comes, the chargebacks, all that stories, and it means that it's some kind of fraud, let's say, which are also a lot in the financial market, and that part we decided to take on us and try to help the creators create, not manage the banks, play payments, and etc. So we are professional on the side of transactions and money. You guys, please make what are you doing and make us happy on your side. Yeah. So with the new awesome content, and we will take this part.
Yeah. One interesting thing that I tried to do on this podcasting journey, I wrote a guide that I'd sold for $3 or so on Gumroad, and so it was a PDF download, and I sold 3 copies. And the payout for me needs to be, I think it's $9.96, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Gumroad don't allow you to withdraw money until it hits $10. So, mm-hmm. So you have these weird challenges, which, because of their argument is, well, it costs us a certain amount to do a transfer, and crypto would be great here, but they obviously won't do crypto. They're limited by their payment rails, which I'm assuming are Stripe. I'm not sure 100%.
Yeah,
but I'm sure it is.
Mostly, yeah, it's Stripe, but again, Stripe. Actually, to be honest, I will tell one thing. Why I understand Stripe, I understand PayPal, and etc. Yeah, because the market is new. the market is growing, extremely growing, and the new type of merchants, what they say, yes, so creator for them is a merchant, but they, under the word merchant, for them, it's like a small e-commerce website or whatever who's selling stuff. Yeah, but when you are just starting something, yeah, you are just a creator, has no experience, even $5, $10, $15 or whatever, it's money which will help. Yeah. So having 1,000 of limitations, 1,000 of whatever, which usually the big companies have, I understand why they have, but at the same time, it doesn't help the market and doesn't help anybody to motivate even. Yeah, you lose your motivation when you made something, you've got something, but now you cannot get it. Yeah, and then how I'm gonna use that? There is no way to use something which you already looks like you received. Yeah, so yeah, that's the interesting part.
I think you've nailed it right there. It's just the mere fact that everybody has to be classified as a merchant. You're not. If you're selling PDFs and guides and courses, you're not really a merchant in the traditional sense, right?
Yeah, it's like it's like that the creators, they don't even know that they're merchants.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just persons who want to sell the one PDF or just try if it's possible to sell or whatever. Maybe he will not sell anything later on, but he want to try it. I mean, in general, the world, I mean, this financial world is with the big companies. Everybody is talking about the startups, that you need to start. I mean, always do it, all the motivation videos. If you want, just start. Yeah. Yeah, that's all good. But working with the classical banks, the classical fintechs, you understand, even if you have, I mean, super motivation, then you're super motivated to do something, doesn't mean that you will be allowed it to do that, but by third-party companies which even don't know who you are, what you're gonna do, and why are you doing that. Yeah, so that's true what we have today. And actually, all these problems we have every day for our business. Yeah, so every day we are explaining to banks, to payment methods, to all the financial world that, guys, yes, creators are doing this, creators are doing that. Here the picture that they are real. We were in TwitchCon, I have a Twitch TwitchCon 2 weeks ago, and I made a lot of pictures to show to the compliance officers that you see the guys are here, this is our booth. These are creators. Yes, sometimes they are crazy, super creative or whatever. They don't have a clue what is this document, proof of that, proof of these invoices or whatever. Just that how the world is, I mean, the market is working, guys. And because on the other hand, everybody says, yeah, that's super interesting market. We want to serve it. Help us. Yeah, we are ready to work as a bank. Yeah, do everything what you want. But on the second hand, it's always the old stylish rules. I don't know what, which are usually, it's even not a law. Law is law is law. But when it's like internal rules, which they don't want to change, terms and conditions or whatever, and they don't want to change, but at the same time just talking about that yes, we want to work in a new generation, whatever. No, guys, I mean, you need to do something, and understanding that, we have the challenges every day, and we are trying to do our best, I mean, for the creator market, but from that side also the creators, which are, how to say it, not even the creators, even donators, who's donating, they're not always, the audience not always also super clear, let's say, so because if you check our reviews, for example, of the destream, you will see the words like, oh, they steal $100 from my card without my permission. I mean, technically it's impossible from our side, because every transaction need to be approved by phone, by SMS, by whatever, it need to be approved. And it means that either he was not happy or he was super happy. He made transaction 2 days later. He understand that he's out of money, so decided to get back the money, the donation back, and all the things are again one of the problems we have, because they come to us telling the tales, like if it's, sometimes it really sounds like a fairy tale from the book, that, I made the tip, I don't know what, then he said this, I said that, and I want my money back. Like, guys, and all these things we are orchestrating also, it's not just only the platform who just send money from point A to point B. We are a part of the market, let's say, the part of the audience. We are like intermediary between audience and creators, and to make all of them happy. But not always people are ready to be happy. That's also another story.
Yeah, friendly fraud is a big problem. One of my guests put it really nicely the other day. He calls it first-party fraud because he thinks that friendly fraud is not showing the seriousness of the problem, which I totally agree with.
Yeah. That's that. I agree with that, because friendly fraud, is something. I mean, I have to say, with friendly fraud you can work, but with the type of the guys who are not friendly, let's say, it's completely hard. I mean, because when the chargeback comes, it goes to us, and we need to manage it, and then you understand that this guy is doing chargeback because just he can. Without any explanation, without anything, just he found the button chargeback and he's chargebacking. That's it. So it's not even fraud. It's behavior. I don't know how to say. I mean, just because you can. He's trying to do that without any question. And when the bank is going to them and telling that if you will lose this chargeback, it will be another $500 fine, and they're starting like no. Now they're saying that it wasn't my chargeback. My bank decided to make a charge. I mean, like games everywhere.
I've not heard that one before. I've learned something.
I have a lot of many stories. Many stories. We have even the other things. Just this is more problematic things. Actually, that based on a type of merchant. Let's say we are merchant. So sometimes let's say it's a casino streamer. He's playing casino, and that's streaming, it's like a common thing. And one of the audience, the donators, he's donating, and he think that he's betting with him, with the creator. And then coming back to us that, I did not receive I win and I did not receive my money. But the support is saying, we are not a gaming platform, we are not a platform for gambling, casino, or whatever. Then he's sending emails to authorities, he's sending emails to police, he's sending emails to Visa and MasterCard, and it's very hard to explain to Visa and MasterCard and authorities that, guys, we are not doing anything here, the guy, because he thought that he's playing with the creator, and then we are receiving sometimes fines because of miscommunication, misunderstanding, misusing, I don't know, whatever. But that's the life. And actually there is no solution for that today. How to explain the person that when you see something doesn't mean that it's the same thing what you think.
No solution for stupidity. I mean, that's the only way I can describe that.
Yeah, but again, we are living in the world when the payment systems, banks, etc., they never will tell that the people are stupid. Always the merchant is the stupid side. So
you can't offend anyone.
Clients are always right.
Interesting. I'm sure you got some great stories, but maybe we'll finish on one or two more. But I want to go to your solution. So first of all, I want to tell the audience, check out your website, because the solution is really slick in terms of visually. So your website is destream.net. So D for Delta, E, and the word stream.net. And on Twitter, you guys are at destream project. So I want you to talk through your solution because it's pretty feature rich. So some of the things that I saw on your website, you've got the destream debit card, you've got Apple Pay as a payment system. You've got features for streamers, so people providing the content, things like widgets and overlays. You offer payment buttons and transaction management. So there's a lot there, and maybe you can talk about a couple of those and explain how your solution works, really.
Yeah, sure. So if you're streaming and you're a live streamer, in that case, we have additional instruments which added like a second layer on the stream with the pictures, GIF animations, etc. And the main tool is the donation widget, which means that when every dollar which we'll donate, it will be shown on the stream with additional text what the donator is texting, or uploading a picture or whatever. I mean, that type of what the classical donation in streaming is. So we have that tools, but again, we are more focused on the money. That's why maybe they are not super sleek and sexy for followers. I don't know the layer for the following or etc. But the money side is the thing. What are we doing? So but the main product is the simple payment link, which you can publish actually on any content social media where you're publishing your content, and people just can easily send you tip. So they just need to decide how much currency, which payment method. We have now debit cards, actually any card, Apple Pay, crypto. And in a second, you as a creator will receive that donation to your account. And then at the same second, you can withdraw to a bank account, to other card, or you can issue destream card. So destream cards is a more or less new product we provide to our creators, because again, understanding from the creator side, when you have a card, when you receive money, bank is asking, what is that? You say donations, and that's it. So now explain to the bank what is donation, why someone just decided to send you 300 euro without anything, just because he likes you. So understanding that part also, so we are issuing a card which just easily possible to connect to Apple or Android. So, and in a second get money to the card, move money to the card, and pay everywhere where the MasterCard is accepted, because the card is MasterCard. And it's like, let's say, from the second you receive donation and you can spend, it's like another 15 seconds. One you need just to push the button and that's it. You can go and then pay through the card which you have in your Apple wallet, for example. Or again, if you want to use, for example, let's say to Revolut or whatever, just by card number, in a 5 seconds, the money will be sent to your Revolut card. And again, use the funds you received from the users. That's actually if we say that in the shortest way, what are we doing? So that's simplifying transactions for creators with additional tools which they use on their streams, or they can use our beautiful buttons to publish somewhere. But again, the main aim is to simplify the transactions and the way how you as creator can receive support from your audience.
Am I right in assuming that the creators now don't really need to deal with any headaches because you guys deal with it? Is that correct?
Yes. We manage chargebacks. We manage actually everything which usually before creator need to manage himself. So it's everything that's on our side. We are only asking from the creator a simple KYC, because that's a law. We need to know our client, and we just ask one picture of the ID and one selfie. That's it. So after checks, we see that everything is okay, and the creator can use the platform. And the creator need to explain what he's doing, because I hope that mostly we have only good creators, but always fraud, as we said before, is everywhere. We saw so many cases when the creator becomes not the creator. So that's why we have an easy onboarding process. It's not AI, it's not robots or whatever. We have a support center, the guys who really understand what are you doing, and it's not like in a bank. It's like young guys who are watching streams, watching YouTube, reading. They really know what are you doing. We just need to prove that you are the creator. That's it. After that, you have no headache. Any problem, just in a second, there is a live chat. Just message and you'll get an answer for sure from our support team, because we are not even saying it's support, it's friends of the creators, yeah. So from the destream side, if you need help, the guys will always help you.
Great stuff. And then would I be right in assuming that because you're effectively aggregating all of these people that would have had to deal with these fights with the banks and payment systems themselves, because you're aggregating them, you've got more weight to speak to Visa, MasterCard or banks to say, look, they're not merchants. Let's get with the modern times and create a category for these people. I'm assuming you're kind of doing that, right?
Yeah, actually, that's also now we are becoming bigger and bigger. And now we have, let's say, some power to talk with MasterCard and Visa. Because when you are also a small startup, and just saying that you want to do something doesn't mean that everybody will believe you and they will open any door to such huge corporate corps around the world. Because like Visa and MasterCard is multi-billion companies, and destream, a small startup who's saying, hey, we will help you. It's not always that how the world works. But now we are in good contact with Visa and MasterCard, trying to be a good contact also with any banks around. I mean, the common banks who's involved, like Revolut is one of the examples, because a lot of people use Revolut in Europe, for example, to make donations or receive. So they know what the destream is, So when the money comes from destream, there is no additional super questions. What is this? What is destream? What are they doing? I mean, they understand who we are. And again, with Visa, but the problem with huge companies that, as even they are saying, because of the bureaucracy in the company, so it's quite hard to do something. That's why mostly the only way is to work with personal managers, let's say in Visa, or with personalities, because if you try to work with the company, it's impossible. So that's why we are doing our best to find the right person, let's say, who will help us step by step do something. Otherwise, this business is impossible.
Yeah, I mean, half the problem is, be it banks or even senior people at Visa or MasterCard, if they're older, they just don't have this concept that you can earn money without a job. and obviously they know you can start a business too, but even a business, they're thinking more traditional sense. Unless you have the understanding of even the concept of what our generation is dealing with, you're going to get ignored.
Yeah, but thanks, let's say, God, time is changing. 6 years ago, it was actually impossible to explain what are we doing, because no one really understands. When I was showing I like to show usually to that guys the ASMR with 50 million views, 70 million, 100 million views, that just girl is doing like almost, for them it's girl doing nothing or another guy is doing nothing, just scratching or whatever, and another 50 million people watching that, So I mean, this is 50 million real persons really watch that. So, and they want to support. That's how it works. Now, thanks to YouTube, thanks to, the old technologies we have, Apple's, Google, whatever, even sometimes thanks to OnlyFans, actually, even though we are not working with the OnlyFans, but now it's the content creator as it is, now is massive. So
it's in the sort of public consciousness.
So when their kids grow a bit and they said, now we are content creators, or we are trying to be a content creator, after that they are trying to dig in a bit to understand the market. Of course they will not understand it for 100%, but even 5% of this new knowledge help us a lot to explain what are we doing. Otherwise we are, unicorns running on the rainbow, like for them. It's something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Good stuff. Well, it's awesome to see that you're having an impact now. So your company was founded in 2018, right?
Again, with the startup, it's so hard to say the date from 2018. without, let's say, a legal part of the company as it is, we start thinking about destream, we start generating ideas, we put it on a paper, first designs or whatever, yeah? So we say, so the project started at 2018.
Is there anything you wanted to get across that I've missed?
The main idea of the product really to help. And just we want to explain that as minimum I'm here. So because always when you need to work with the financial platforms, it's always important to know the personalities behind the platforms. Yeah, because we are not a branded banks, like we are not a Bank of America, we are not HSBC or whatever with the history of the brand like 3,000 years before. Yeah, but so
yep.
And we know that sometimes it's not the thing which helps you with the stories. Yeah. So in this case we can say, guys, we are a part of the market. We really understand really what you are struggling with, and we also have the same problems. But knowing and being from the fintech, having the experience with the banks, working in the banks, with the banks, around the banks, we are doing the thing which we think that will help you. Yeah. So that's the main idea what we ask. Yeah. Because just to imagine, explaining why we want to issue card for a specific market, having a billion other cards, we spent almost 1 year talking, explaining, trying, finding the way, legal case, how it's structured, and etc. Yeah. So, and we are doing our job and try and hope that you like it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, from the brief, I'd not heard of destream personally, but when I saw the platform, it looked fantastic, and UX and UI is so important as well, because when it comes to payments, it's a key variable that instills trust. If something looks good, doesn't mean that it is good, but it helps.
Yeah, especially with donations or any type of support, because it's emotional thing. Yeah, you want to make the transaction now. So if it's like 7 steps, on the 3rd step you will think that later. Yeah. So, but no, you need to make it on your fingers, let's say, without asking. I mean, sometimes I saw, the procedure of payment. I don't know what else I need to provide to make that, I don't know, 20 euro payment. Yeah. No, you need to make it in 1 click from any device, from refrigerator, I don't know, from everywhere. That was the main idea with any currency. And that's why when we add crypto, it's something, again, for the creators, it's something hard, non-understandable. Yeah. This, wallet or whatever. We say, no, guys, for you will receive the same. For you, it's crypto or card or whatever else. Doesn't matter. You will receive your money into your account. So we take over all the exchanges, the type of cryptos, this network, that network, all that stuff, which, I mean, professional part. It's not your job. Please make your content and just use our button, our link, which is possible to use actually everywhere. Instagram, there is possible to put a link in stories. You are allowed to do that in profile, Twitter, everywhere when you can publish a link, so you can use our solution.
Fantastic. So let's talk about the future. Have you got any cool features or anything you wanted to share coming up maybe in the next 6 to 12 months? And if it's secret, maybe give us a sneak peek.
Always we are doing, experiments. And for example, once it was Gamescom and we made a confetti machine which was connected to donations. Yeah. And when someone was donating 100 euro plus, I think, the machine starts and spreading the confetti around, a real confetti to a creator. Yeah, and we always think that, okay, pictures are good. Yeah, digital, everything is digital is good. But when you can touch, let's say, through the display, let's say, and somehow react with the creator in offline, physical. That's can be the most one of the interesting parts of the donation, a new type of the interaction, let's say. Yeah. So we are working on such stories. Okay, confetti machine is like something which is expensive and it's hard, but there are also some other machines and devices can be used for that. Another thing, like a couple of weeks ago, it was TwitchCon in Rotterdam in Netherlands. We made our merch, like it was hoodie. On a hoodie there is an NFC, and which is connected to a creator's link, and like tip as easy, just tip through your phone, just tap and make donation. That also was really new type of interaction, let's say, where you can just make the donation just using your phone in offline mode without there is no content or whatever. This is your creator, and you want to make it and you want to support. You can just tap and send $1, $5, $10, whatever dollar you want, and it looks really nice from that side. Yeah. So, and on the other hand, we are working on to add as much as possible new payment methods, local methods. It depends on country, because as you said before, credit card is okay. Yeah, everywhere it works, but there are a lot of local payment methods around the world, and in a specific country, it's more common. For example, the payment method, in Germany they have GiroPay, in Netherlands Ideal, in US again it depends on the type of the users. They prefer either this or that. Yeah, so we are trying to add as much as possible payment methods on our payment page, let's say. And again, simplifying as much as possible the payment flow to have, of course, for me, the best is donate with one click, which is almost impossible. Yeah, but that's the ideal. Yeah, to make the one click payment.
I don't know. I personally don't think, even if it's technically possible, I don't think I'd want one click. Amazon have had one click for years, but I deliberately don't want to use it because you still want that final check, That's me. That's me personally, anyway.
That's also. Again, new generation. We are also like not old yet, thanks, but we're the newest generation. They think completely different way. Yeah, so it's also another challenge that the market is growing, the people are growing, and every time we need to be like a solution for everybody. Yeah, let's say so from the young generation to the old generation. So that's why. That's also for us a challenge to be always on the wave, let's say, yeah. So the market and bring and provide the best solutions which are available from the fintech side to a normal people, let's say, to a market.
Fantastic. If somebody wants to get started with destream, a content creator, I'm assuming it doesn't take very long at all. Did you want to go through the process?
Yeah, it's easy. You just go to our website. If you want, you can use registration button through your platform. If you are content creating in Twitch, there is Twitch, YouTube, or other social as easy as possible. So, or just make a new registration by login and password. After that, it's like it will take 2 minutes, 1 minute to show us automatically. It's not someone you need to call it to make a photo of ID and face recognition or whatever. Through your phone or laptop. And actually, that's it. And then later on, we will ask one of our friends through the chat, support chat. We'll ask, just provide some links of your content. We'll see that it's okay and there is not against our rules, because we are not working with all content with what we have. So we don't touch political content at all. We are not working with the adult content. Yeah. But all other, we are happy, and it will take 3 minutes in total to open an account with us and start. You will get the link, and also after generated the QR code, which you can put either QR code or the link, or take one of the templates we have for the button and just publish everywhere you want and start receiving transactions.
Good stuff.
Sure.
I want to ask one final question. This is purely my personal interest.
Sure.
Because I know what happened in Cyprus during the financial crisis, the bank bail-ins, which are quite horrifying to me personally. You mentioned right at the beginning when I asked you, well, why did you start this? And you mentioned that spending money overseas from Cyprus was quite challenging. Did it have anything to sort of do with that? Is it interlinked in any way? Specifically for you, it was difficult or not? Or is that not correct?
No, that's in general stuff. This is not only Cyprus in general. Again, it's changing. But even 7 years ago, even if it's Visa, and it's Visa Europe, globally they were divided by Visa US, Visa Europe, Visa CIS, Visa whatever. And even though it was Visa, but the transactions were not so smooth as it had to be. The ID was there, yeah? So if we're talking about the classical payment schemes and etc. From the financial crisis, the crisis happened, what to say, but now Cyprus is one of the, let's say, startup hubs of the region. We have here a lot of gaming companies. One of the, actually, originally I'm from Armenia, and why we decided to completely move to Cyprus, because I was not living here like always, but mostly like, let's say, summertime, because of the number of companies here, startups here, from the legal side, how they support startups. Yeah, I mean, the community here is huge. Yeah, gaming companies, because we are more or less on a gaming. Even, the story that the content creator from Cyprus was elected to European Parliament as member of Parliament. People vote. He just it happened like a couple of weeks ago, and now he's in the European Parliament. And Phidias, if you can just Google that, influencer becomes a MEP as a member of European Parliament, you will see, and it's extremely crazy now what he's doing. First of all, he's explaining what is European Parliament, because even me, I didn't know what exactly are they doing there. You need to vote, but you don't know who they are and what are they doing. And now he's explaining. And another thing, he's opening, for example, do I need to vote for this, yes or no? So people are voting on the his web pages,
That's great.
Yeah, and based on that, he's doing what actually the audience says. Yeah,
what you're supposed to do in a democracy.
Yeah, exactly. And this is a democracy. The guy from nowhere, let's say, because he has more than 2 million. He's a YouTuber. Actually, he has all the social networks, and he spent one of the stories that before he spent almost 2 weeks at the Twitter office, X office, to see Elon Musk. So then he came to him, they met, he hugged all that, and it was very funny story. And then this guy now is a member of the European Parliament, and fully transparent way. Yeah, everybody in Cyprus voted that this guy will be our member, not the classical politician.
Yep.
And that's again show how the market and how this new world is really changing a real world. And you cannot say that no, this is games, this is not serious, you are not working, this is not a work as usually say, that this is not work. So if you don't have a contract or whatever, no guys, this is new life, and this is new life when just a guy from the village can become famous and then become a member of European Parliament. Yep. So
that's a fantastic story.
Exactly, yeah. That's the best story in last 2 months I've ever heard. Yeah, really, he elected. Now he's...
I could probably understand why that hasn't been in the media, because I don't think the European MEPs will like that at all.
I think, but anyway, he's pushing. I mean, when the story is non-ordinary, of course, we will push. Okay, media maybe will not push, but the creators we will push. And now you can see that a lot of other media start telling about that, because it's interesting story. Yeah, what he's doing. He's traveling by he's not traveling by business class or whatever, and everything he's making it's content maker, and he's still content maker. So he's doing that content from European Parliament. And finally, maybe people will really understand why that guys are needed, what they are doing, and how we can manage them, because actually that's our employees. somewhere around. Yeah, and they need to think about us. So FIDS is doing what you have to do, actually. The voice of people.
Yeah. Well, that's a brilliant story. I appreciate it that you mentioned that. Thank you so much. Cool. Well, that's a good note to end it, I think. So thanks so much, Tachat. It was a real pleasure to have you on.
Thank you that you invited me. Thank you.
No problem. Everything you're doing for the new economy is brilliant. So I wish you all the best in future.
We'll try to make all the best what I can in theory. Let's say what we are doing with our team, we are friends here, as I said that. So we will try to do the best as possible.
Definitely. Thanks a lot. Take it easy.
Thank you.